Hello, I'm Donald Duke, and welcome to another episode of Bridging the Gap. One of the biggest challenges facing our nation at this time is poor leadership at all levels: local, state, communal, federal. And it all comes down to who we elect as our leaders. And this is the importance of the elections. Whoever you determine to be your leader has an impact on your lifestyle, your ability to earn a living, to look after your children and the quality of education that they have, the healthcare, the infrastructure, the roads, water, electricity. So it's not something we should take lightly at all. It's something that we should carefully think about. That's why it's important we determine whom our leadership would be at various levels, whether it's electing a councillor or electing a local government chairman, a governor, a member of the State House of Assembly, our National Assembly, or even the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's something we must take very, very seriously, because the quality of our lives depends on the quality of leadership that we effect. So, there are folks who think it doesn't matter. These guys are going to go in there and do whatever they want to do. The guys that go in there and do whatever they would want to do is because it's tied onto the people you elected. You cannot afford to sell your future for some miserly a few naira here or there, or a bag of rice or that. It's more important than that. You have the opportunity to be the best that you can be if the environment is conducive enough for you to develop your full potential. And so we must take elections very, very seriously. It's not a privilege. It's your right to determine that this man or woman has a right to determine how I live. It's not something you mortgage, because it just not only affects you, it affects your children. We all want our children and ourselves to have the best that life can offer. This would only happen if the right leadership is elected into office. Electoral malpractices, violence, or whatever term we may call it, is as a result of people who do not have the support of the larger society trying to enforce themselves on you. In other words, they're depriving you of your right as a citizen to determine whom should represent you or lead you. And this is something we mustn't tolerate at all. We just mustn't tolerate. It's sacrosanct that the will of the people prevail. So those who urge violence in one form or the other are usurpers. They're trying to take over a responsibility that is not willingly given to them. And those that rig or engage in electoral malpractices are doing just the same. Either way we may call it, it's important that we go there and ensure that not only do we vote, but make sure that our vote counts. Make sure that that vote that we cast means something. Now, the first step is go register. It is something that each and every one of us ought to do. Register to determine who would move this country to the next level. On the date of voting, don't stay back and say the queues were too long and you were tired or you wanted to watch some program on television. Go out there. The sun won't smite you. The rain won't dissolve you. Just stay out there and ensure that you vote. And after voting, hang around a bit. The new regulation ensures that votes are counted at the polling booth. Make sure the counts are done and the numbers are taken before you disperse. It is your civic responsibility. It doesn't happen every day. It happens probably once every 4 years for national offices and states, and perhaps once every 3 years for local governments. But the important thing is that you went out and you carried out your civic responsibility. Only losers are unconcerned or think that the entire process will be compromised. You're not a loser. If your parents took a chance on you to bring you to this world without the guarantees or assurances that you'll live up to be an adult, why not take a chance on your own country and showing that that vote may just make the difference? I'll tell you what, the electoral system gets better each time we participate. The electorate gets better informed, and the electoral body, INEC as it were, improve on the process. As long as we are voting and they're arranging elections for us, both sides are learning and will only get better. I took part in the elections in 1999, 2007, and I've taken part or participated in voting in every election thereafter. And I can assure you, with each election, the process is better. We're not perfect, we're not there yet, but largely, if we sit back and ensure that we do the right thing and we all come out and vote, the results reflect the will of the people, and that's all we are asking for. Most folks in society know what they want. They know what they want for themselves, for the children, and in the process of campaigning, they're discerning enough to tell who could deliver. Do they have the requisite track record? What experience do they have? What are they bringing to bear? Have they done it before in some form or the other? If they have, you can tell the person's ability. If a person failed in an earlier assignment but is a professional politician and wants to run for every election, you can extrapolate from there and determine that at the next election he's not going to do any better. And that's why it's important that you who know what you want, elect him or her that can deliver to you what you desire. This is the only way we can ensure that we build on the steps of development so that society is not in any way stagnated. So until we meet next time, ensure that you have your permanent voters card PVC and your friends, your relatives, your parents, all those around you are registered. And on the day of elections, go out there, cast your vote, make sure your vote is counted, stay on the line, be orderly, just do the right thing. That day can determine your future. Thank you.